Not a soul dared get close, so the human soldier laughed and sat right next to her. Sergeant Mara Klein slammed her tray onto the empty bench across from Vesherin. The alien liaison froze mid-bite. Her iridescent scales caught the mess hall's harsh lights, shifting from teal to warning amber. Mara slid onto the seat. She grabbed her fork and speared a chunk of synth protein. "Mind if I join?" Mara said. "Crowded in here today. You look like you saved me the best spot." Vesha's four-fingered hand tightened on her utensil. The room went silent. Forks clattered to a stop. 24 soldiers, human and alien alike, stared from their tables. A Krelltech dropped his mug. It shattered on the deck plating. Mara chewed. The protein tasted like boot leather, same as always. She swallowed and grinned. "What? Afraid I'll steal your fries?" Whispers erupted. A human private edged his tray farther away. 3 Vaxari engineers stood and relocated to the far wall. Chief Nalo, the burly alien quartermaster, paused at the serving line. His trunk twitched. Vesha leaned forward. Her voice hissed low, like steam from a cracked pipe. "Sergeant, leave, now." Mara wiped her mouth. She kept eating. "Why? Food's the same everywhere, and I'm starving." "You don't understand." Vesha's eyes, slitted black pupils, darted to the crowd. "They fear me, my kind. Sit here, and they blame you." Mara glanced around. Lieutenant Derek Holt pushed through the gawkers. The security officer's uniform was crisp, his face red. He jabbed a finger at Mara's tray. "Sergeant Klein, up." "That's an order." Mara set down her fork. She met his gaze. "Sir, sight of the regulation." Holt blinked. "What?" "Written rule." Mara tapped her wristcom. "Base protocols. Joint ops charter." "Show me where it says I can't eat with the liaison officer." Nalo rumbled from the line. "Human, unspoken code." "Vesherin is specialist, dangerous." Mara turned to him. "Chief, your supplies keep us fed. Appreciate it. But code or not, she's eating alone. That's the problem." Holt stepped closer. His boots thudded on the grated floor. "She's Renari, neural disruptor specialist. One touch, and you're twitching for hours. Last base, 2 incidents. We separate to prevent violence." Vesha flinched. Her scales dulled to gray. She pushed her tray aside. Mara ignored Holt. She pulled her canteen from her belt, unscrewed the cap. "Thirsty, Lieutenant Vesha?" The alien stared. Mara held it out. Water beaded on the metal. Vesha's hand hovered. Then she took it. Her fingers brushed Mara's, cool, dry, like polished stone. She drank, deep gulps. Water dribbled down her chin scales. The mess hall gasped. Holt sputtered. "Klein, stand down." Mara stood slowly. She faced him. "Sir, she's a liaison, our ally. Fear's turning this base toxic." I sat. She drank. No disruptors, no twitching. Nalo snorted. Bold, human, reckless. Vesha handed back the canteen. Her scales brightened to teal. "Sergeant Klein." "Why?" Mara shrugged. "Problems get solved by facing them. Running spreads panic." Holt clenched his fists. "This isn't your call. Report to my office. Now." Mara saluted. "Yes, sir." She grabbed her half-eaten tray, nodded to Vesha. "Good eating." Vesha nodded back, silent. Mara walked out. Whispers chased her. She felt eyes boring into her back. In Holt's office, the lieutenant paced. Hollow screens flickered with base cams. "You think you're a hero, Klein?" Renari reps scare everyone for a reason. Per neural tech fries nerves. Non-lethal, sure, but permanent damage in fights. Mara stood at attention. "Understood, sir." But isolation breeds hate. Saw it on Epsilon I-4. Aliens thought humans fragile. We ate together. Trust built. Holt stopped. "This isn't cultural exchange. It's safety." "Same thing." Mara kept her voice even. "Vesha's sharp. Logistics liaison. She flags supply flaws before they bite us. Nalo trusts her data." Holt rubbed his temple. "Dismissed. But watch it. One more stunt." "Copy, sir." Mara exited. The corridor hummed with shift change. She headed to barracks. Her squad waited. Private Ruiz waved her over. "Sarge?" "Mess hall talk." "You sat with the Renari ghost?" Mara nodded. "Ate lunch." They stared. Lance Corporal Singh whistled. Balls of steel. She zap you? Nope. Mara stripped her gear. Past the canteen. Ruiz laughed. Holtz pissed. Nalo too. Good. Mara racked her rifle. Means it's working. Night cycle fell. Mara patrolled the outer bays. Joint base sprawled under dome lights. Human dropships beside Vaxery haulers. She checked manifests. Footsteps echoed. Vesha approached. Alone. Sergeant. Her voice cut the hum. Why risk? Mara leaned on a crate. You handle neural webs better than us. Keep our pilots sane in jumps. Worth a meal. Vesha tilted her head. Scales shimmered. Others run. Call me weapon. You're specialist. Mara crossed arms. We got grunts like me. Works together. Vesha paused. Lieutenant Holt reviews footage. Debates quarantine. Mara straightened. He won't. No rule broken. Prejudice writes rules. Vesha's claws clicked. Thank you. For water, Mara smiled. Any time. Alarms blared. Red lights flashed. Intruder alert. Bay 7. Mara sprinted. Vesha matched her stride. They burst into the bay. Sparks flew from a sabotaged power conduit. Krell saboteurs. 3 of them. Wrestled crates. Human gear. Contact, Mara yelled. She drew her sidearm. Vesha moved first. Her hands glowed faint blue. Neural pulse rippled out. The lead Krell seized, dropped his plasma cutter. Mara fired. Suppressed shots pinged off armor. She flanked left. Second Krell charged. Vesha dodged, pulled a disruptor glove from her belt, slapped his neck. He convulsed, slumped. Mara tackled the third. Knee to gut. Cuffed him. Got it. Security swarmed. Holt arrived. Stun baton ready. Vesha stood calm. Scales vibrant. Holt eyed them. Report. Supply sabotage, Mara said. Vesha dropped 2. Nalo lumbered up. Scanned crates. My stocks. Stolen tech. Holt nodded. Good work, both of you. Vesha met Mara's gaze. A nod. Tiny. Mara holstered her weapon. Team effort. Mess hall next cycle buzzed normal. Mara grabbed her tray. Vesha sat at a shared table with Nalo. Mara dropped opposite. Room for one more? Nalo grunted. Vesha slid over. Holt watched from the line. Said nothing. Mara ate. The protein tasted better. Private Ruiz joined. Then Singh. Tables filled. Vesha passed the salt. Mara took it. Trust spread, 1 seat at a time. But in the bays, Mara found the note. Slipped under her bunk. Renari witch, back off or bleed. She crumpled it, patrolled harder. Vesha fell in step. Trouble follows. Mara nodded. We handle it. Together. Scales gleamed. Yes. The base hummed tighter. But shadows lingered. Holt's cams watched closer. Nalo's trucks rolled faster. Vesha's data flawless. Mara trained her squad. Demo runs. Fears a glitch. Fix it head on. They nodded. Watched Vesha drill neural sims. Awe replaced whispers. One night, Ruiz cornered Mara. Sarge. Why her? Mara cleaned her rifle. Someone had to. She fights like us now. Raid hit dawn cycle. Krell remnants breached the dome. Blaster fire cracked. Mara led breach. Flank right. Vesha pulsed a squad. They dropped twitching. Nalo hauled ammo. Mara rounded the corridor bend. Vesha Rin glided ahead, her iridescent scales catching the overhead strips. Whispers trailed her like exhaust. Morning, Vesha, Mara said. She matched the alien's stride exactly. No hesitation, no permission asked. Vesha's head snapped around. Her slit-pupilled eyes narrowed. The corridor hushed. Private Ruiz and his squad froze mid-gawk, jaws slack. Boots planted. Eyes front, people, Mara barked. Bay SEALs need a timed check. 3 minutes to station. Report faults or pull latrine shift. Move. The squad jolted. Boots pounded away. Ruiz shot Mara a wide-eyed glance, then vanished around the bulkhead. Vesha slowed a fraction. Her voice rasped, low and edged. You ignore warnings, human. Approach too near, and I pulse. Your nerves fry. You twitch until medbay mercy kills. Mara kept pace. Steady. She ticked off fingers. Safety checklist first. 1. Visual on distance markers. 2. No flank surprises. 3. Verbal ping before contact. 4. Exit vector clear. 5. Backup signal if pulse spikes. Standard up. We good? Vesh's tail coiled tight. She scanned Mara's face. No flinch. No retreat. You treat death like drill protocol. Problems get solved, Mara said. Not dodged. What's our vector today? Quartermaster drop? Vesha resumed speed. Silence stretched 10 paces. Then, data sync with Nalo, but humans enforce distance. Always. Mara nodded once. Fair. One boundary. You said it. Concrete. I follow. Vesha halted. Scales rippled along her spine ridge. 3 meters. Exact. Breach it. I enforce. 3 meters locked, Mara replied. She paced back, measured with boot steps. 1, 2, 3. Dead on. Resumed walk. Vesha stared. Then matched stride parallel. Exactly 3 meters offset. They flowed down the corridor. Lieutenant Holt emerged from a side hatch. His security tabs gleamed. He blocked half the deck. Sergeant Klein, protocol breach. Renari clearance revoked for mainways post-incident. Mara stopped. Vesha mirrored. Lieutenant. Joint Base Charter, Section 4. Liaison access unrestricted unless threat confirmed. Vesha's data feed saved your perimeter cams last cycle. Holt's jaw tightened. He eyed Vesha's claws. Reputation precedes her. Pulses leave husks. Separate paths prevent incidents. Vesha's voice cut in. Flat. Fear me, Holt, or use me. Holt flushed. Dismissed, Sergeant. Escort her alternate route. Mara held ground. With respect, sir. She's my vector to Nalo. Dawn sinks joint op. We proceed. Holt's comm buzzed. He checked it. Stepped aside stiffly. Logged. 1 warning. They passed. Vesha's scales eased flat. Quartermaster Bay loomed. Chief Nalo stacked crates, his broad alien frame blocking the hatch. He grunted at Vesha. Datapad. Now. No humans in chain. Mara halted at 3 meters. Leaned on a stanchion. Morning, Chief. Ammo manifest sync. Nalo's multifaceted eyes flicked. Klein, you breach rule. Renari close. Dangerous. Vesha slotted her pad. Streams flowed. Data, flawless Nalo. Krell breach vectors updated. Mara watched the exchange. Crates shifted under Nalo's grip. Heavy, precise. Appreciate the lift, Chief. Squad's demo runs need those charges. Nalo paused. Grunted deeper. You walk with her. Others scatter. Why? Solves problems, Mara said. Her neural sims plug our blind spots. Your trucks keep us loaded. Wins all around. Vesha unslotted. Nodded to Nalo. He waved her through without a word. They exited bay. 3 meters held. Corridor cleared ahead. A tech lingered near a panel. Human. Young. He stared at Vesha. Muttered. Which? Mara's voice snapped. Panel status? Tech jumped. Green, Sarge. Log it. Double time. He bolted. Vesha's tail flicked amusement. You redirect. Always. Keeps focus, Mara said. Your turn. That pulse? Range limit? Vesha measured her reply. 10 meters optimal. Line of sight. Squads drop clean. Mara filed it. Matches our flashbang arc. Hybrid tactic next drill? Vesha's eyes widened fraction. You invite? Team effort. They hit the junction. Mess hall cycle loomed. Whispers built from side passages. Private Singh poked head out. Sarge, she, flank drill prep, Mara cut. Armory in 5. Singh saluted, vanished. Vesha angled toward mess. Mara paralleled. 3 meters. Inside, trays clattered. Nalo claimed a corner table. Vesha slid in opposite. Mara grabbed ration pack, dropped opposite. Room for one? Nalo grunted, shifted crate-sized elbow. Vesha nodded. Passed salt tube without glance. Mara took it, sprinkled. Bit into protein bar. Tasted sharper today. Holt watched from line, said nothing. Logged on pad. Ruiz edged in. Sat flank, Sarge. Neural sims yesterday, insane. Vesha pulsed a hollow demo. Squad ghosts dropped twitching. Singh joined. Tables filled slow, whispers faded. Mara chewed steady. Next run we parrot. Vesha's scales gleamed under lights. Agreed. Cycle ended. Mara patrolled bays. Found the note under bunk. Slipped paper. Renari witch. Back off or bleed. She crumpled it. Holstered sidearm tighter. Vesha fell in step outside. 3 meters. Trouble follows you now. Mara nodded. We handle. Together. Scales shifted. Yes. Base hummed tighter. Bolt's cams tracked sharper. Nalo's trucks rolled faster. Vesha's data flowed flawless. Mara trained squad. Demo charges boomed. Fears glitch. Fix head on. They nodded. Watched Vesha drill neural sims. Awe replaced stares. Ruiz cornered her post-drill. Sarge, why her? Mara cleaned rifle. Bolt clicked smooth. Someone had to. She fights like us. Dawn cycle klaxons screamed. Krell remnants breached dome. Alarms wailed. Blaster fire cracked outer hull. Mara bolted for breach point. Squad fell in. Blank right. Suppress. Vesha sprinted parallel. 3 meters held even in sprint. Krell claws scraped deck. 6 hulks charged. Mara dropped first. Frag out. Blast shredded 2. Vesha pulsed. Blue wave rippled. 2 more seized, twitching heaps. Nalo hauled ammo crates. Reloads. Holt's voice crackled calm. Klein! Renari loose. Contain. She's containing, sir. Mara barked. Fired burst. Last Krell slumped. Silence fell. Smoke curled. Vesha lowered claws, met Mara's gaze. Nodded tiny. Mara holstered. Team effort. Holt stormed in. Scanned bodies. Report. 5 down, Mara said. Joint? He eyed Vesha. Jaw worked. Logged. Debrief later. Nalo stacked spent casings. Grunted approval. Squad cheered low. Ruiz clapped Vesha's shoulder, then yanked back. Laughed. Vesha didn't flinch. Mara watched shadows in the dome cracks. More Krell inbound? Vesha leaned in. 2.9 meters. Boundary adjusts? Mara grinned. Your call, but a new note waited in quarters. Blood smeared. Next time, you bleed first. Mara slammed her palm against the gym door panel. It flashed red. Locked. Vesha Rin loomed beside her. 2.9 meters of coiled tension. The alien's iridescent claws flexed once. Her neural spines twitched along her crest. A yellow sign glared above the lock. Black letters screamed. Asterisk contamination hazard. Authorized personnel only. Biological isolation protocol #N/A. Violators reported. Mara's jaw tightened. She scanned the printout. No order number. No signature. Just adhesive residue where someone yanked it fresh. Vesha's vents hissed soft. Expected. Not this crap. Mara yanked her wristcam live. Snapped hollow shots of the sign. Door seal. Vesha's denied access log on the panel. Jim's joint access. Your specs cleared it weeks ago. Vesha's multifaceted eyes narrowed. Fear spreads faster than Krell. Mara pocketed the evidence, spun on heel. Stay put. I'll fix it. She marched down the corridor. Boots echoed off alloy bulkheads. Bass hummed post-breach. Med teams mopped blood. Techs patched hull cracks. No one met her eyes. Quartermaster's bay loomed ahead. Chief Nalo hunched over crates, sorting plasma cells. His broad alien frame, scaled, four-armed, blocked the hatch. Chief. Mara's voice cut sharp. Nalo stiffened, turned slow. Sergeant. Klein. Ammo resupply? Jim lockout. She thrust her wristcam forward. Hollow sign projected mid-air. Order number. Nalo's mandibles clicked. He waved a mid-arm. Dismissed it. Precaution. Concerns after breach. Concerns. Mara activated record. Red light blinked. Verbal order.
Cite the reg. Number it.
His upper arms crossed. Lower ones gripped a crate. No formal order. Informal notice. Safety first. From who? Mara leaned in, kept her tone flat. Squads diffused bombs this way. Steady. No panic. Consensus. Nalo's vents puffed. Renari physiology. Post-combat residue. Lieutenant Holt concurred. Logged. Mara tapped save. This violates Joint Accord 47B. Interspecies parity. Nalo shifted. Temporary. Make it formal. Or pull it. She turned. Review board incoming. He grunted. No denial. Mara hit the nearest terminal. Fingers flew over the interface. Formal complaint drafted. Discrimination via false quarantine. Evidence attached. Requested mixed species board. Human. Renari. Neutral arbiter. Submit. Ping to Holt's inbox. Done. CC to base command. Done. She strode back. Jim still locked. Vesha waited. Spines flat. Resigned. Filed, Mara said. Board in 48 hours. Vesha's claws retracted. Unnecessary. I train solo. Bull. Mara crossed arms. This spreads. Next it's mess hall. Armory. Your wreck. Vesha's eyes gleamed. Drop it, Sergeant. Heat cools. Mara shook head. Heat's on them now. Someone's testing boundaries, post-breach. That note in your quarters? Blood threat. This? She jerked thumb at sign. Escalation. Vesha paused. Vents cycled slow. You saw. Checked after debrief. Mara met her gaze. Even. Team doesn't leave loose ends. Quiet stretched. Vesha nodded. Tiny dip of crest. Appreciated. Not done. Mara pulled up complaint hollow. Sign here. Witness. Vesha extended claw. Touched pad. Biometric seal locked. Mara pocketed wrist cam. Jim tomorrow. My word. Vesha's spines lifted fraction. Boundary holds. They parted. Mara headed for quarters. Dome shadows played long. Dawn cycle fading. Squad chatter echoed from berthing. Ruiz laughed about Krell guts. Her rack first. Cleared. No new smears. Vesha's door next. Liaison quarters adjoined. Protocol for specialists. Mara froze. Fresh sign sealed the hatch. Bigger. Red border. Asterisk critical quarantine. Level 4 biohazard. Restricted to medical personnel. Order #N/A. Evacuated. Hollow seal glowed active. Door panel dead. Tape. Crisscrossed frame. Yellow. Caution stripes. Mara's pulse kicked. She circled. Footprints in deck grit. Human boots. Size 10.
Fresh. No evac klaxon.
No med alert. Fake. She activated cam. Full scan. Log. Unauthorized quarantine on Renari quarters. Post-complaint timing. Evidence of tampering. Door hissed behind her. No. Footsteps. Lieutenant. Holt rounded corner. Uniform. Crisp. Button-clipped belt. Klein. His eyes flicked to sign. Hardened. Secure area. Mara stood ground. Sir. False seal. No order number. He halted. Scanned it. Protocol. Renari fluids post-breach. Contagion risk. Prove it. Mara projected her earlier record. Nalo's voice. Informal notice. Holt's jaw clenched. Stand down. My call. Joint base. Mara tapped terminal beside door. Overrode with NCO access. Panel beeped green. Complaint escalates. Board notified. Door unsealed. Sign peeled loose. Cheap print. Adhesive fresh. Inside. Vesha's quarters dim. Neural sim rig powered down. Claw-sharpened bunk frame empty. Hollow note flickered on desk. Mara stepped in. Read aloud for cam. Monster stays caged, or we make it permanent. Holt loomed in hatch. Out. Now. Mara spun. Held cam steady. Witnessed, sir. Your quarantine. He flushed. Evacuate her. Secure. She's cleared. Mara blocked path. This is harassment. Log it. Boots pounded corridor. Chief Nalo arrived, arms laden with scanners. Squad trailed. Ruiz. 2 privates. Nalo scanned sign. Beeped negative. No hazard. Holt barked. Contain the Renari. Vesha emerged from shadows. Spines flared. Contained enough. Tension crackled. Ruiz gripped rifle loose. Mara stepped between. Voice calm. Stand down all. Evidence first. Holt glared. You're insubordinate. Protecting assets. Mara nodded Nalo. Pull the fake seals. Log chain of custody. Nalo hesitated. Complied. Peeled tape. Bagged sign. Vesha watched Mara. Eyes locked. Crest dipped. Respect. Holt stormed off. Comms crackled. Board expedited. Mara holstered cam. Jim at 0600. Drills. Vesha's vents eased. Together, Ruiz clapped Mara's shoulder.
Sarge, don't quit. Don Claxon's loomed.
But Mara scanned shadows deeper. Footprints led to vents. Someone watched. She crouched, picked metal sliver from grit. Krell claw? No, sharpened alloy. Human-made. Vesha leaned close. Hunt? Mara pocketed it. Solve. Base stirred. Whispers spread. Human treated fear like target practice, but the blood note's scent lingered. Faint, acrid. Not Krell. Next breach brewed inside. Mara racked slide on her sidearm. Click echoed. Vesha mirrored. Claw pulse hummed. They moved as one. Word count. 1427. A meaty hand shoved Vesha backward. She stumbled against the cargo lift doors, spines rattling. The dock worker, Jenkins red-faced and snarling, advanced. Keep your freak hide off my deck. Mara dropped her crate. It thudded on alloy plating. She surged forward, body low, slid between them like a shield. Jenkins froze, fist cocked, back off. Mara's voice cut flat. No yell. Just steel. Jenkins sneered. She triggered the lockdown. Cost me hours. Vesha's vents hissed behind Mara. Claws flexed, but stayed sheathed. Mara matched Jenkins' glare. Lies. Stand down. He lunged. Swung wild. Mara sidestepped. Grabbed his wrist mid-arc. Twisted. Dropped her hip. Used his momentum. Pinned him face down in seconds. Knee on his spine. Arm locked behind. No punches. Clean restraint. Jenkins bucked. Get off. She's a killer. Lifts dinged open. Crew spilled out. Whispers rippled. Renari. Here? Boots stomped closer. Lieutenant Holt burst through. Sidearm drawn. Barrel trained on Vesha. Freeze. Step away, Sergeant. Vesha's crest flared electric blue. Claw pulse hummed to life in her grip. Mara didn't flinch. Kept Jenkins pinned. Locked eyes with Holt. Holster it, Lieutenant. Now. Holt's finger twitched near trigger. She's a threat. Protocol. Look at the footage. Mara nodded her helmet cam. Red light blinked steady. Push play. See who started it. Crew murmured. Phone's out. Recording. Holt hesitated. Jaw clenched, holstered slow. Fine. Roll it. Mara tapped her wrist comb. Projection flickered air. Grainy but clear. Jenkins slapping fake hazard tape on crates. Shoving Vesha first. Her backing away. Hands open. Silence hit like vacuum. Holt's face drained. Jenkins, you're done. Mara released pressure. Stood. Hauled Jenkins up by collar. Medical first. Then Brig. Vesha watched. Eyes narrowed. Crest eased a notch. Jenkins spat. You'll regret this, Klein. She's poison. Mara shoved him toward Holt's squad. Log it. Assault on liaison. Chain of custody on that tape. Holt nodded curt. Squad dragged Jenkins off. Grumbles faded down the corridor. Mara turned to Vesha. You hurt? Vesha probed her chest plate. Flexed arm. Bruise. Nothing. Good. Mara jerked thumb toward medbay. Check it anyway. Walk with me. Vesha fell in step. Silent. Lifts hummed past decks. Crew parted wide. Stairs bored in. Medbay doors hissed. Doc Ruiz glanced up from console. Human. Wiry. No nonsense. Sarge. What's the damage? Mara guided Vesha to exam table. Dock worker shoved her. Chest impact. Scan it. Ruiz's eyes flicked to Vesha. Hesitated. Grabbed scanner anyway. Renari physiology. Tricky. Vesha extended arm. Sat still. Rib analogs intact. Beeps confirmed. Ruiz exhaled. Clear. Minor contusion. Mara crossed arms. File incident report. Attacker. Jenkins, Idaho 7842. Victim. Vesha Rin. Liaison specialist. Witnessed. Logged. Ruiz paused stylus. On a human? Brass hates that. Do it. Mara's tone brooked no debate. Or I chain it up command. Ruiz shrugged. Typed. Filed. Vesha slid off table. Paused. Reached out. Touched Mara's sleeve. Light. Claws retracted. Public. Right there. Ruiz's scanner clattered. Two techs in doorway froze. Backed up. Eyes wide. She's touching her. Whispers exploded. Humans lost it. Renari claim. Mara didn't pull away. Met their stares. Problem? Silence. Vesha's vents sighed soft. Crest dipped low. Gratitude. Mara nodded once. Jim later. Drills. They exited medbay. Corridor buzzed. Crew scattered like roaches. One whispered. Klein's bonded. Crazy. Mara ignored it. Led Vesha to lifts. Doors sealed. Descent hummed. Why? Vesha's voice low. First crack and quiet. Mara watched deck lights flicker. Fear's a glitch. Fix it with facts. Not flight. Vesha's spine settled flush. Your kind runs. Not mine. Lift dinged. Doors parted to cargo deck. Chief Nallo waited. Alien quartermaster. Blocky frame. Forearms clutching pads. Squad behind. Ruiz. Privates. Eyes on Vesha. Nallo's vents clicked. Incident logged. Supplies held. Mara stepped out. Release them. We'll audit on Jenkins' shifts. Nallo's upper arms twitched. Enforced the rule. Distance from Renari. But nodded. Complying. Privates shifted. Ruiz grinned faint. Sarge owned that takedown. Vesha moved closer to Mara. Shoulder brush. Onlookers. Dock crew lingering. Edged back. Shocked gasps. She's too close. One muttered. Spines poisoned air. Mara shot glare. Work or watch? They scattered. Nallo handed crate. Alliance fragile. Your proximity. Risks. Vesha's claw pulsed faint. Human solves. Mara hefted load. Facts first. Always. They walked deck. Whispers trailed. Klein's protecting the monster. Vesha's step synced. Trust sparked in Vent's rhythm. Jim loomed ahead.
0600 drills, but Mara spotted it. Scuff on bulkhead.
Fresh. Near Vents. She crouched. Traced. Same alloy sliver pattern as before. Human tool mark. Vesha knelt beside. Hunt? Mara pocketed sample. Stood. Together. Base claxons tested. Dawn broke, but shadows hid more. Blood notes sent. Faint on air recyclers. Acrid. Planned. Next shove wouldn't miss. Mara racked Jim door. Weights clanged inside. Vesha followed. Bond tightened. Ruiz waved from mats. Pair up. Human versus Renari? Mara smirked. Bring it. Vesha's crest flared challenge. They squared off. Punches flew. Controlled. Mara dodged spines. Vesha blocked hooks. Grunts echoed. Crew filtered in. Watched. Jaws dropped. No fear. Just awe. Human holds. One breathed. Nallo observed from door. Pads forgotten. Impossible. But Mara pressed. Swept Vesha's leg gentle. Pinned. Tapped out. Vesha rose laughing. Vents trill. Touched sleeve again. Public. Defiant. Onlookers didn't back away. Leaned in. Trust spread. Holt stormed Jim later. Face thunder. Klein. My office. Now. Mara toweled sweat. Logged? Brass wants separation. Renari off limits. Vesha stiffened beside. Mara met Holt's eyes. Facts say otherwise. Review footage. All of it. Holt flushed. You're pushing. Solving. Mara shouldered bag. Join drills. See? He stormed out. Vesha's claws clicked approval. You face storms. Mara checked thence. Team does. Corridor patrol next. Shadows deeper. Alloy slivers multiplied. Sabotage brewed. Footsteps echoed behind. Human watching. Mara spun, hand on sidearm. Private froze, eyes wide. Sarge, just saying. Thanks, for her. Vesha nodded. Crest high. Private saluted, vanished. Base shifted, whispers turned respect. But Mara found it. Locker etch. Renari dies tonight. She palmed scanner. Vesha growled low. Hunt on. They moved. One unit. Fear? Solved. Vesha's claw stabbed the door panel. The hatch hissed open. Inside, Sergeant Klein. Lock it behind you. Mara stepped through. Quarters sealed tight. Sterile air hit her. Ozone sharp, like post-thunder. Walls gleamed alloy, etched with Renari script. No personal touches. Just a low cot, Console and sealed vent stack dominating one bulkhead. Vesha palmed the lock. Bolts thunked home. No escape now. Mara scanned the room. No threats. Just them. Hunt first. That etch. Vesha's crest flattened. Vents hissed soft. You face storms for me. Without knowing why they brew. See it now. Mara nodded once. Hands open at sides. She'd logged the locker threat. Renari dies tonight. Base patrols doubled, but whispers lingered. Holt barked orders from command. Nalo sealed stores. Tension coiled base-wide. But here, Vesha's call pulled her. Vesha moved to the vent stack. Claws danced over controls. Lights flickered amber. My role. Specialist. Interface tech with biofield. Renari gift. She flexed spines along arms. Faint glow pulsed beneath scales. Blue-white. Hungry. Hazard. Field overloads. Burns flesh. Fries circuits. Kills. Mara's pulse ticked up. Not fear. Data. She'd seen crew flinch from Vesha's touch. Spines avoided. Quarters isolated. Made sense now. Protocol controls it. Vesha stripped gauntlets. Scales gleamed oil slick. Watch. Mirror if you stay. Mara squared shoulders. Show me. Vesha knelt before vents. Claws tapped sequence. Low, high, low. Stack hummed. She pressed palms flat to floor. Spines extended, controlled, inch by inch. Glow intensified. Air thickened. Static prickled Mara's skin. Step 1. Vesha's voice rasped. Ground contact. Equalize charge. Glow arced faint sparks to deck. No pain. Vents whirred, sucking haze. Mara dropped beside her. Mimicked palms flat. Cool metal bit skin. Like this? Vesha's eye ridge twitched. Shift left. Weight forward. Mara adjusted. Sparks danced from her hands too. Borrowed charge. Harmless. Step 2. Vesha rose slow. Spines retracted halfway. She gripped vent levers. Twisted precise. Glow funneled in. Blue vortex swirling. Air cleared. Direct excess. Sequence. Quarter turn. Hold 5. Release. Mara stood. Gripped levers. Skin tingled hot. Turned quarter. Glow. Leaped from Vesha to her hands. Wild. Seeking. Mara breathed steady. Released. Vortex pulled it clean. Good. Vesha's vents trilled low. Most run here. Step 3. Mara kept stance wide. Vesha faced her. Spines fully out now. Razor edges humming. Glow peaked. Room lights dimmed. Consoles flickered. Shield. She crossed arms. Spines interlocking like lattice. Field stabilized. Glow cocooned her. Blocks feedback. Breathe through. Mara mirrored. Arms crossed. Spines absent, but she angled elbows tight. Glow washed over her. Itching fire. Then nothing. Vents roared full. Field drained. Lights steadied. Vesha dropped arms. Glow gone. Scales dimmed. She sagged slight. Done. Safe. Mara flexed fingers. Skin pink. No burn. Tight sequence. Effective. She'd corrected twice. Weight shift. Lever hold. Vesha guided without rush. Trust in action. Vesha's crest rose slow. Claws clicked deck. You mirrored perfect. No flinch. She stepped back, unlocked door panel. Green light blinked. Leave now. Safe. Others wait outside. Mara eyed hatch. Holt's voice echoed memory. Renari off limits. Nalo's glare. In stores. Crew salutes shifting to nods. The threats etched lockers. Mara slid closer instead. Sat cross-legged on cot. Hands palms up on knees. Visible. Calm. Staying. What's next? Vesha froze. Crest flared wide. Surprise raw. She cycled vents long. Locked door again. Bolts thunked. No one stays. Sat opposite. Distance halved. Spines tucked. Why? Team solves. Mara met her gaze. Multifaceted eyes gleamed. Threats target you. Protocol helps. What's the play? Vesha leaned in. Claws tapped Mara's knee. Light testing. No recoil. Hunt intel first. My field disrupts. Crew fears. Sabotage blame. But etch. Personal. Paused. Vents softened. True name binds. Vesharin. Work cloak. Real. Vesharian Korath. Say it. Mara-shaped sounds, careful. Renari clicks rolled tongue. Vesharina Korath. No stutter, no blink. Vesha's spines shivered, touched Mara's wrist. Glow faint. Warm. Not hazard. Correct. First try. Humans bend fear. Footsteps thudded corridor outside. Mara tensed. Hand twitched to sidearm. Locked door held. Vesha rose fluid. Claws ready. Holt? Scanner chirped Mara's wrist. Incoming ping. She tapped. Klein. Holt's voice barked. Quarters breach. Nalo reports you entered Renari wing. Exit now. Threat active. The trolls closing. Mara glanced Vesha. Crest high. Solving, sir. Review logs. Protocol shared. We're geared. Silence. Then, shared, impossible. Footsteps retreated grudging. Vesha growled approval. He bends too? Mara stood. Checked vents, clear. One storm at a time. Door unlocked, but etch burned mind. Locker said tonight. Where next? Vesha's claws clicked hers. Bond sealed. My lead. Armory shadows. Field senses alloy slivers. Sabotage markers. They slipped out. Corridor dim. Patrols nodded. Two now, not one. Whispers hushed. Armory loomed. Door ajar. Mara palmed sidearm. Vesha's spines hummed faint. Inside, crates shifted. Wires snaked floor. Tripline crude. Mara knelt. Traced. Human work. No Renari tech. Vesha sniffed air. Fear scent. Fresh. Glow pulsed once. Wires sparked. Field nudge. Line fizzled dead. Private emerged shadows. Same from patrol. Eyes wide. Sarge. Veshari. Fixed it? Mara holstered. Team did. No salute needed. He nodded Vesha direct. Chief Nalo stormed in behind. Pads clutched. Slivers mine? No. Claws slashed air. Holt calls lockdown. Blames her field. Vesha stiffened. Mara stepped forward. Hands visible. Facts, Chief. Protocol logged. Field disrupted threat. Review. Nalo's vents cycled. Eyed Vesha's spines. Crest low. You? Mirrored? Step by step. Mara nodded. Solves. Nalo grunted. Dropped pads. Show me. Base shifted again. Drills called next dawn. Holt watched footage. Jaw set. Crew paired mixed. Punches flew. Spines dodged. Fields grounded. But night deepened. Mara patrolled Vesha's flank. Scanner pinged again. Deeper etch found. Engine bay. Renari vents tonight, Vesha growled. They know protocol. Target overload. Mara gripped sidearm. We grounded first. Shadows moved. Figures. 3. Human. Masks down. Blades gleamed. Mara spun. Halt! Lead lunged. Vesha's spines lashed. Controlled arc. Glow flashed. Blade dropped smoking. Mara tackled second. Punched clean. Third bolted. Mara pursued. Alley dead end. Private unmasked.
Sarge, orders.
Holt's voice boomed comms. Stand down. All units. Mara pinned him. Vesha loomed. Field hummed warning. Talk. Private cracked. Rumors. Her field crashed Sims. Brass fears war spark. Vesha vented soft. Solved daily. Holt arrived boots pounding. Blaster lowered. Footage. All of it. Eyed Mara. Then Vesha. Klein. You grounded it. Mara rose. Released private. Team protocol, sir. Holt nodded stiff. Nalo confirms. Slivers planted by agitators. Off-base leak. Vesha's crest peaked. Claymara's comm buzzed. Dispatch alert. Vesha Rin to Shuttle Bay. Relocation order. Lieutenant Holt authorizing. She bolted from the engine bay. Boots pounded grated floors. Pulse play. Quiet exit before dawn shift. No announcements. No logs. Mara hit dispatch console first. Fingers flew over keys. Pulled the order. SGD. Klein overriding. Hold shuttle. Tech blinked. Ma'am brass sig. Policy 47B. Interspecies liaison requires dual approval. Mara forwarded copy to her slate. Attached Nalo's recording. Chief's gravel voice admitting. Slivers planted. Agitators off base. Her field grounded it clean. Holt's office door hissed open. Mara strode in. No knock. Lieutenant. Cancel the transfer. Holt rose. Jaw tight. Blaster holster visible. Klein. Out of line. Security protocol. Renari specialist poses risk post-incident. Mara planted slate on desk. Played clip. Nalo's words filled the room. You mirrored. Step by step. Solves. Holt's eyes narrowed. Quartermaster bias. Base Sims crashed under her field. Crew panic real. Policy citation. Mara tapped screen. Joint base accord. Article 12. No relocation without incident board. Night attack traced to leak. Vesha neutralized threats. Controlled arc. No casualties. Olt leaned forward. Fear spreads. One spine lash. And we have riot. Solve it. Mara met his gaze. Mixed teams work. Nalo logs daily protocols now. He punched console. Alarm klaxons wailed. Red lights strobed halls. Drill initiated. Sector 7 evacuate. Renari to shuttle. Now. Mara's slate pinged. Her override locked. She keyed base-wide. All units. Reroute drill to Sector 3. Engine sim only. Klein command. Klaxons shifted tone. Crew chatter spiked comms. What the? Sector 3 clear? Holt slammed fist. Countermand. Logged, sir. Mara stepped back. Chain of command. Your drill. My reroute. Legal. He glared. Grabbed comm. Security to shuttle bay. Escort Renari off base. Mara spun out. No time. She hit main corridor. Vesha. Bay lockdown. With me. Vesha emerged from quarters, mask dangling from claw. Spines retracted tight. Crest flat. Holt. Quiet ship out. Mara scanned hall. Crew froze mid-step. Whispers. Renari. Alone? Public fix. Mara keyed teamnet. Nalo. Report maintenance. Holt security. Mixed escort. Full view. Volts. Ramirez. Pair up. Chief Nalo grumbled back. Klein. Unspoken rule. Broken. Mara cut in. Protocol now. Vesha's vents hissed soft. Eyed Mara. Expose. Trust builds. Trust builds. Mara nodded hall. Eyes tracked them. Walk unmasked. Beside me. Vesha paused. Claws flexed. Field hummed low. Test pulse. No flicker in lights. She dropped mask. Crest twitched up. Spines gleamed dull under fluorescence. Decide. Base central artery. Mara led. Mixed team fell in. Human techs. Alien loaders. Volts gripped rifle loose. Ramirez vented curiosity scent. Nalo trailed. Pads clutched. Crowd thickened. Mess shift ending. Orcs clattered. Conversations died. Human private gaped. Sarge, her field. Grounded. Mara kept pace even. Watch. Vesha matched stride. Claws clicked sync. No mask fogged her vents. Eyes, sharp violet scanned faces. One tech edged back. Vesha slowed. Extended claw slow. Protocol. Mirror. Tech froze. Gulped. Copied stance. Field brushed warm tingle. Lights steady. He exhaled. Clear. Silence spread. Crew lined rails. Alien loader hissed query to Nalo. Chief grunted. Klein's way. Solves. Holt burst from side passage. Security squad flanked. Blasters low ready. Halt formation. Renari. Shuttle. Mara planted feet. Team halted solid. Negative, sir. Escort protocol active. Base witnesses. Whispers swelled. She's walking open? No crash? Vesha's crest peaked full. First time Mara saw it rise unchecked. Field pulsed steady. Demo. Nearby console beeped fine. Holt's squad shifted uneasy. One human lowered blaster. Sir? Sim stable since protocols. Lieutenant scanned faces. Crew leaned in. Not away. No panic ripples. Mara held ground. Calm. Stand down. Holt keyed off blasters. Klein? Footage rolling? All angles, sir. Mara nodded. Public log. He eyed Vesha. Crest high. Vents even. Renari. Field control. Vesha tilted head. Claw to chest. Mirrored, human, step by step. Voice clicked soft. Translator lag minimal now. Silence broke. Claps scattered. Tech called. Grounded it! Loader vents whooped. Holt exhaled. Drill abort. Resume shifts. He turned sharp. The squad trailed. Mara faced Vesha. Chose unmasked. Vesha's spines eased. Claw brushed Mara's arm. Light. Protocol tap. Fear solved. Not run. Base hummed alive. Crew nodded as they passed. Mixed pairs formed natural. Nalo logged it fresh. But Mara's scanner pinged private channel. Off-base signal. Renari stays? Leak phase 2. Shadows lingered. Mara gripped sidearm. Vesha. Flank me. Next etch incoming. Vesha growled low. Crest held peak. Ground together. Mara's team reformed behind. Base watched. No more quiet ships. Dispatch console lit again next shift. Mara checked logs. Holt's order scrubbed. New entry. Liaison integrated. Protocol standard. But private ping escalated. Mara pulled footage. Off-base rig. Drone swarm prepping. Renari vents targeted. They adapt. Vesha loomed at console. My field peaks. Yours? Mara chambered round. Practical. She keyed base alert. All mixed teams pattern patrol. Eyes open. Crew mobilized. No hesitation. Holt joined line. Blaster ready. Klein leads. Vesha walked center now. Unmasked. Base arteries pulsed with them. Whispers turned questions. How mirror spines. Field demo. Nalo distributed pads. Step by step. Logs here. One agitator unmasked in patrol suite. Mara pinned him. Vesha's field hummed query. He cracked. Brass fear. Renari Sparks war. Spark solved. Vesha vented. Claw tapped his shoulder. Glow faint. He slumped calm. Truth only. Mara rose. Log it. Holt nodded from flank. Public march worked. Trust sticks, but drone hum echoed outer bays. Mara sprinted. Sector 4, ground swarm, Vesha matched. Spines arced ready. Team poured in. Fields met drones. Sparks flew, grounded clean. Base cheered over comms. Mara wiped sweat. Vesha's claw tapped again. Beside, always. Fear solved, not run. Mara grinned. Protocol. Scanner pinged final clear, but deep etch glowed. Core reactor. Real threat brewed. Mara shoved open the mess hall doors. Peak hour rush hit like a wall. Soldiers and techs crammed benches, trays clattering, voices overlapping in human growl and alien clicks. Vesha Rin stepped in beside her. Spines retracted but vents faintly glowing. Every head turned. Forks froze mid-air. Mara strode straight to the center table. Empty, prime spot under the hollow menu. She dropped her tray, ration pack and synth coffee, and pulled out a chair for Vesha. Sit. Eat with us. Vesha hesitated, claws flexing. Her field hummed low, scanning the room. Whispers spiked. Renari in the pit? She'll vent us all. Mara ignored them. She sat, tore open her pack, and shoved half a protein bar toward Vesha. Trade bites. Your turn. Chief Nalo stood at the serving line, his broad quartermaster frame hunched over a datapad. He spotted them and stiffened, mandibles clicking on ease. Mara waved him over. Chief, pull up. Help us sort these ration logs. Yours and mine. Mixed teams need clean counts. Nalo blinked multifaceted eyes. He clutched his tray tighter. The unspoken rule hung thick. Don't get close to the Renari specialist. Her field disrupted tech. Her spines shredded drones. One wrong pulse, and vents scorched flesh. But Mara held his gaze. Practical as loading a mag. Nalo shuffled forward. He set his tray down opposite Vesha. Logs? Yes. Protocol. Mara slid her pad across. Start with protein. Human side. 47 packs issued. Your vents need double moisture tabs? Nalo nodded, tapping entries. Vesha watched, silent. The table filled with shared data, clicks and keystrokes blending. Vesha's vents pulsed once. She extended a claw, not touching food. Instead, she traced a faint spiral on the table surface. Glow lines etched temporary. Renari glyph for shared hunt. Her field hummed query, low enough for humans to feel his warm static. Eyes flicked to Mara. Mara didn't flinch. She traced the matching spiral with her finger, pressing firm into the glow. The field tingled skin like mild current. No questions. No pause. Just followed. Vesha's spines twitched. Subtle relax. Complete. She murmured, voice gravel-soft. She snapped off a bar edge and offered it back, moistened by her vent mist. Nalo's mandibles parted. He traced his own spiral, clumsy but committed. Hunt logs. The glyph brightened under 3 hands. The room noise dipped. Soldiers stared. A tech dropped his spoon. Lieutenant Holt burst through the side door, uniform crisp, sidearm holstered tight. Klein, separate now. Renari field risks mess protocols. Vesha raised a claw, calm. Her pad materialized from belt pouch, hololog open. Consent documented. Sergeant Klein signed. Base command stamped. Field tune sublethal. Query, she projected the entry. Timestamps, biometrics, Mara's thumbprint bold. Holt scanned it. Jaw tightened. This doesn't override separation order, Vesha said. Field hummed neutral. No threat. Just fact. Mara kept eating. Sir, logs check out. Nalo's got us synced. Holt's eyes darted, room watching. He nodded curt. Logged. Carry on. He pivoted away, but slower than he came. Silence cracked. Private Ellis, young grunt from Mara's squad, hovered at table edge. Trey gripped white-knuckled. He'd flinched at Vesha's drills before. Now he eyed the glyph. Room for one more, Sarge? Mara slid over, making space. Pull up, Ellis. Trey's the hunt. Helps with patrols. Ellis sat, hesitant, fork to mouth. He traced the spiral. Glow accepted it. Vesha's vents eased fully dim. Nalo distributed moisture tabs. All teams, hunt. Whispers shifted. She's not sparking. Klein just did it. More eyes lingered, not fleeing. Mara chewed steady. Fear solved. One table at a time. Ellis leaned in. That field. Blocks drones, right? Show us? Vessa nodded. Claw tapped pad. Demo vid cued. Her spines arcing. Drones crumpling mid-swarm. Tune low. Human gear holds. Ellis whistled blow. Nalo added. Pads updated, step by step. A second soldier. Tech from engineering edged closer. Make room? Mara nodded. Chair scraped, table filled. Mess hall pulse changed. Trays shuffled nearer. Vesha's field hummed steady, querying none. Mara logged the count. 7 now. Trust stuck, but her comm buzzed private. Holt's ping. Core reactor etch confirmed. Renari signature. Your lead? Mara keyed back, mixed team. Now, she stood. Vesha rose beside. Spines ready. Ellis grabbed his tray. I'm in. Doors swung wide again. They moved as one. The etch glowed hotter on scans. Vesha's vents flared analysis. Core breach pattern. Sabotage adapts. Mara chambered her sidearm. We solve it. Together, Nalo distributed tools from his belt. Fields first. Humans cover. Ellis traced the glyph on his pad. Glow held. Hunt on. They hit the reactor bay at sprint. Alarms wailed soft, early warn. The etch pulsed. Alien script, twisted. Vesha loomed close, field peeking safe. My read. Yours fires. Mara nodded. Practical. She slapped breaching charge light. Door hissed open, glow blinded. Core vents mimicking Renari, but wrong. Drone core burrowed deep. Swarm hatch! Ellis yelled. Vesha arced spines. Field slammed drones midair. Sparks grounded. Mara fired bursts, precise. Nalo webbed stragglers in quartermaster silk. Ellis covered flanks, padlogging weak points. Holt arrived with backup. Klein's team pinned it. Blasters joined. Drones crumpled. Vesha vented the core etch. Claw dissolved the fake glyph. Spark solved. Truth only. Mara wiped sweat. Ellis grinned beside Vesha. That was normal for you? Vesha's claw tapped his shoulder. Glow faint. Calm spread. Now, yes, base-wide calm cheered. But Mara's scanner pinged outer hull. New hum. Fleet signatures. Incoming. They're not done, Mara said. Desha matched her stride. Beside, always. Mess hall taboo shattered, reactor secured, but the real war brewed starside. Mara grinned, protocol evolved. Ellis fell in line. Sarge leads. Nalo clicked affirm. Holt flanked silent. They marched out. United. Core logs updated. Trust integrated. All teams. Whispers now questions. Field training? Hunt next shift? Fear? Solved. But hull breach alerts spiked. Mara keyed alert. Pattern patrol. Eyes open. Vesha walked center, unmasked. Base moved with her. Drone fleets massed beyond scan range. Mara checked feeds. They adapt. Vesha loomed ready. We hunt. One table started it. Now the base followed. Ellis pinged SquadNet. Mess hall? Round 2? Bring glyphs. Mara approved. Trust. Built. Step traced. Hull ping escalated. Mara sprinted. Sector breach! Ground teams! Vesha matched pace. Spines arced. They poured in. Fields met hull drones. Sparks flew clean. Cheers over comms. Mara grinned at Vesha. Protocol. But deep space glowed. Armada etch. Bigger threat inbound.